A G L E S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that, man, you know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy, Philly Fresh, a.k.a. The General, man. Listen, man, if you haven't done it, please make sure you hit that sub button right down there. I appreciate it in advance, man. On the road to 3K, but I need y'all help. I need y'all help on this road trip, man. I done packed the lunch, packed the coolers, all that. You know, we get on this road trip, but I need y'all, man. Today, fresh fact for the day is Charles Barkley is a Philadelphia 76ers hater. That's how I look at it, man. For you to come out your mouth and say that the Philadelphia 76ers, and I'm going to get into them a little bit at the end of this video, but we got some Eagles to talk about. Shake Milton is going to have to perform how he performed for us to win another game. Where they do that at? Not around here, dude. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, Shake Milton put up 14 points. But that's 14 points. Now, the 14 points did come in a big moment. But did you know that the bench had 0 points at halftime? Do you think that that's going to happen again? Do you know that Ben Simmons, shout out to his defense, had 4 points? I don't think that's going to happen again. So you can talk about Shake Milton all you want. But the fact of the matter is, we beat Atlanta handily. I'm not trying to hear, oh, they was in it and they came back and we went on runs and all that. And all. When it's time to turn up, it's time to turn up. If it's close in the fourth quarter, every time it's close, we win the fourth quarter and the third quarter. We win the second half every game. It's only 2, but that's just facts. So Charles Barkley, the fresh fact today is you are a freaking Philadelphia 76 hater. Your picks are horrible. You picked Portland to go to the chip. After that, your basketball card should have been snatched. You picked Portland to go to the chip? Where did that get you? And now you picking Atlanta? And Shaq, you right there with him picking Atlanta? I can't wait. And B's going to dog walk these dudes. We're going to get into that in a little bit later. But Eagles talk, y'all. We got 3 waivers, man, and one really hurts. I'm gonna say that one last. The first one I'm gonna go to is Jamie Newman, undrafted free agent. Finally, it wasn't a guy that we drafted in the 5th round like a Thorzine, and then you waive him before excuse me, before the league even starts or whatever the case may be. But it is a guy. It could have been another body at camp or whatever the case may be, but I guess he didn't work out. He was a guy at Wake Forest. I think he completed 61% of his passes. I want to say last year, 32 touchdowns, 2,800 yards. I ain't really break down tape of the dude. Not even gonna lie to you. I got so much other tape to break down. He wasn't really on my mind. I didn't think he was probably gonna make the team anyway. Then we got Khalil Tate that came to us last year, undrafted free agent. I kind of like the kid, and I liked him to do like not scouting, but to mimic like a Russell Wilson when it's time for us to play, and to mimic them in practice. I mean, the guy Khalil Tate went to Arizona. I think his career, he had 6,000 passing yards. I mean, it looked like he had a pretty good career. He had 6,000 passing yards in his career, 2,200 rushing yards, 75 total touchdowns, and I want to say 2 years, was it? 2 or 3 years? Correct me if I'm wrong. I would have liked the guy to be on the team, and I don't know if this guy will get picked up by somebody else. Maybe you waive him, you can bring him back. But we already know he's playing wide receiver, and the wide receiver room is very deep, especially young and deep. You know what I mean? So when you break it down, maybe it's not no room for him. Maybe it's not even room for him on a practice squad. You got guys like J.J. I think a Whiteside that probably be on the practice squad. You know what I mean? So when you got a Ray guard and you got a Hightower and you got a Quez Watkins and a Fulgrim, and I mean the list kind of goes on and on, right? Probably wasn't no room for the guy, man, but I would like to have seen him in a practice squad being used so our defense could defend our number one defense, because you know the number one goes against the number two offense. So I would like to have a mobile quarterback instead of having Joe Flacco having to practice against guys like that, because we're going to be facing some mobile quarterbacks. But this one hurts, and I'm not too sure about what the medical situation mean, and I'll get into that in a minute. We got Trevon Grimes, man, a guy who I am high on. We all know about the surgery. We all know about, I think it was the knee surgery. I don't know exactly what it was, if he had something cleaned out, but he should have, they're saying he was going to be ready to go. And I thought that this guy is a difference maker. I mean, man, when you look at it, man, the dude at Florida always had somebody better than him, but he still managed to put up his numbers. In 2 years, he had 100 receptions, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. So he was productive. And when you got a wide receiver room that's young and deep, like I was just speaking on, you can find your way on the field, but you just got to make impact right then and there, because you're probably not going to get too many snaps. But I think that that's a guy that doesn't need that many snaps to produce, as you just seen what I just said. And he always had somebody else that was the main guy. And I'm not gonna say he just picked up the slack or whatever the case may be, but he did get his. Now with this injury, they're saying that he's waived under it's a medical destination or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a guy I don't think that you want to lose, because he's going to go to a team and shine. He's going to go somewhere and you're going to be like, damn, we had this dude on the team. Trevon Grimes, man, it's hard to see him be waived. Hopefully he doesn't get picked up and we can bring him back. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. Bars. Sixers talk. Smoke them balls. Just how I thought you should. Ben Simmons, I don't know if they told you not to shoot, but this is the least aggressive that I've seen you on the offensive end probably in any game. But your defense was hella tenacious. I ain't gonna lie, man. And that's where you're different for me. And that's where when people get on you about your offense, I say it's a two-way street. Basketball is different than football. Not really baseball, because you play both. You play offense and defense. But it's different than football, because you get to play on both ends of the court. And people will not give this guy his just due on what he does defensively, man. Now, do I grind him up about not being aggressive? Yes, I do. But it's like, damn, and sometimes you got shots and you got little guys on you, and we know you can do it. But if the coaches, which it looked like they did, told you to save all your energy for defense and getting these passes out to these three-pointers, and you can attack the rim here and there, pick your spots. All right, cool. I'm cool with that. Because once again, your defense was tenacious. Yeah, he had 21, but he had no, I'm talking about Trae Young, he had no impact on the game, especially when Embiid was sticking. The only time he really was scoring is when he got switched on Danny Green. Yo, Danny Green, and Mr. Doc Rivers, if Danny Green cannot defend and he can't shoot three-pointers, there's no point for him to be the hell out there. There's no point. Steph Curry is being consistent. And that's what I wanted out of Steph Curry. Give me 15, 17, and we good. Tobias is being a band that you paid, and he is delivering. He's scoring no less than 20 every single playoff game. Every single playoff game. With it next to a man that is scoring 35, 40, 39, and all that. And he's doing his thing also. Joel Embiid dominant, 40 points, like I just said. Nobody can stick him, and I still think that tear is bothering him because if you peep, he's playing more outside than he did this whole year. And there hasn't been times he shoot threes, but that'll be for a quarter. But we see what he can still do. When Clint Capella caught that oop on him and he was flexing and all that, I said, watch what Joel Embiid do. Joel Embiid said, give me the freaking rock. Is this dude kidding me? Took him right to school. Grab your lunch pail, your backpack, all your color pencils, your stencils, all that. Excuse me. Grab all that. Let me take you to school. Get him in a post, dunk on him. Come on, man. Get out of here, little boy. All right, so I still got the Sixers and 5. I think that you sweep them in Atlanta and you bring them home and you put them on a grill in front of the Philadelphia 76ers fans, and I might get a ticket for that. I might go to that because that'll be something, a sight to see. Shout out to Doc for making an adjustment. I thought you should have made it last game, but you did. So I can't really get mad at that. It is what it is. Shout out to Tobias Harris being consistent. Shout out to Ben Simmons' defense. Shout out to Shake Milton. Now, what he did was special. It was only 14 points, but it was when it happened. We were still winning the game, but they was coming back and this and that. And Shake said he got into his own. It was one of them times he got into his own. Do I know if he can consistently do that? I don't know. So we are going to need more from the other people on the bench. We're going to need more from you, Dwight Howard. We're going to need more from you, Maxey. We're going to need more from you, Cork Moss. Where the hell you been this whole series? Where you been? You have done nothing. And it's at home. So what you going to do when we go on the road? We all know that you're a home player. Still got the Sixers at 5. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You already know. Stay Philly. Stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.